Don, where do you stand on Craig's point of view regarding Liverpool as champions, Champions League places as it is, and then relegation doesn't exist? However, it would be Leeds and West Brom who would come up.
It's very hard. I mean, take a case in point if we just go off piece slightly. I mean, the Eredivisie was cancelled the other week, and Ajax were awarded the title. Now, the team that were in the second division were 11 points clear, and they were going into the Eredivisie. Now, they're putting a legal case forward to try and say, this is not right. So I think the easy part is giving Liverpool a title. I think that's the easy part. However, I think other fans would probably use that against Liverpool, not in the immediate term because it's a tragedy that we're living in at the moment. But they'll probably say to Liverpool, "You didn't really win the title, did you? The season wasn't really completed, were you? Was it?" And then you go into the teams that are in the bottom three. I mean, you can't relegate teams in the bottom three. Aston Villa come to mind. They're sitting in the bottom three with a game in hand. They win that. They're at the bottom three and safe. So I just think for that reason, and not only that reason, but these sort of reasons where we're mentioning the legalities of it, it would just be incredibly messy and hard to deal with. Not nigh on impossible to deal with if you're just going to award Liverpool a title, the teams that are in the positions for Champions League and Europa Leagues, and then relegation spots. I think it's very, very hard to try and solve.
The trouble is, Don, I don't think we should be worried too much about what other fans are saying about, how Liverpool got the title. And I've seen it all on social media, all the nonsense with the asterisks and all that. It's not the most important point. Of course, the relegation, I think, you have the Champions League places and Europa League places. They are important, financially as well. But the relegation and promotion is really the big issue. What we've got to dilute here is it's not just the Premier League, right? Because if we're talking about playing these games, we're talking about then relegating these teams, right? And the scenario I'm talking about, the teams don't get relegated. At least 2, maybe 3 teams come up, and then we dilute the division back to 20 the year after. If you try and play these games and relegate these teams like Villa, like Norwich, like Bournemouth, and clubs like that, that's fine. That's fine. But then you have to have all the games in the Championship to keep that on an even keel. And then you've got to have all the games in League One so that the whole thing's moving evenly and the logistics are working. That's a heck of a lot of football. So we're not just talking about the Premier League here. Because if the Premier League play and relegate teams, the rest of the leagues are going to have to follow suit. There's no other way around it. And so therefore, that's one of the main issues. It's not just a Premier League problem. It's a problem that filters all the way down to non-league football.
But I think for that reason alone, and you put forward a very good case, but I think for that reason alone, that's why I don't think we should rush into stopping the league now. That's why I think we should give it the maximum amount of time as we can. And that's what I'm pretty sure that's what the Premier League will be thinking. Let's not be hasty. Let's not cancel the season now. Let's try and wait as long as we can. And if we have to wait maybe another month or another 2 months maximum or 3 months, whenever, then so be it. Because, as you said, Craig, people are losing lives. So it's not an easy decision to make. And that's why it hasn't been made. So I'm pretty confident that the Premier League will do the right thing.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.